I have always said it that if I had my way, history would become a compulsory subject in secondary school. Majority of the time, we lose track of our history because we are not taught it. And as a result of that, source of truth is distorted, and consequently, the products that we build today do not go ahead to addressing and redressing some issues that should have been addressed. Now, welcome to my channel. In 1781, during the Middle Passage, a ship captained by Collingwood was bringing African slaves from Africa to Jamaica. And for some strange reason, something must have happened, and the ship was misnavigated into stormy waters. And obviously, what was important to the ship owners at that point in time was loss. Now, we had about 440 more than that African slaves on the ship. And at that time, there was a maritime law that stated that goods and properties lost in the sea can be compensated for. However, the slaves who died as a result of illness could not be compensated for the slave sellers, traders, merchants. So, in order to be able to get money, the team, the crew, had to offload 132 lives who happened to be Africans, chained. They were offboarded into the Atlantic Ocean. 132 lives. Now, when the ship landed in Jamaica, the owners of the ship, of course, sued the insurance company. Consequently, what happened? The Solicitor General of Britain then said that slaves are regarded as goods and properties. What does that mean? They're going to be compensated for. Olaudah Equiano heard of this and was very, very angry. So he began to crusade, to campaign for the redress of this great and sad act. Slave trade abolitionist Granville Sharp heard this and took on the case. People heard it and they were shocked at how 132 people were offboarded into the ocean. Lives, because they were Africans. And we know consequently what happened. In the year 1807, Great Britain abolished slave trade. Yay! Everybody's happy and excited about it. Olaudah Equiano, just imagine for a moment if Olaudah Equiano had kept quiet about this great event that happened to human lives who happened to be Africans, what would have happened? It's very key and important that wherever you find yourself, you speak. Let your voice speak for you. Don't be quiet if you see things go wrong. Don't keep quiet. That voice could save a people, a lineage, a generation unborn from misadventure, mishap, accident, oppression. Don't let your voice be silent. Wherever you find yourself, let your voice always speak for itself. Remember the story of Zong. Zong is a symbol. That was the name of the ship, Zong. Remember that Zong is a symbol. That ship that carried 440 African slaves and 132 were offboarded because of man's injustice to man, seeing another human being as a property or good. Let your voice always speak for you, wherever you are.